Hello. Welcome to hell. Project Zomboid. And today I'm going to teach you on how the hell to survive Project Zomboid and totally not die a painful death. Is this a real guide? Oh god, no. Because if this was a real guide, I have no experience to tell you how to play this game because I have only like 60 hours. So, if you want a real guide, I'd watch another YouTuber. So let's begin. Step 1, be unemployed. If you're unemployed, you actually have the ability of having more traits, and this can be good if you want to actually survive. Step 2, traits. I have dexterous, wakeful, and lucky as my traits. They're actually really important. Lucky is really good because you can get more useful loot. Dexterous means you can move stuff in your inventory, and wakeful just means you need less sleep. I don't need any major skills because, let's be honest, I'll probably be dead before I get to use them. Step 3, don't die. Here is my beautiful specimen, and let's actually see if I have no damn clue what I'm talking about. Here's a hint. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I awake in my soon-to-be home, only to find a rolling pin and a can opener. I won't lie, this is actually not a great start. Could be better, but it could be worse, I think. I find useless things around the house, such as books. The only time I'll actually need those is when I'm about to die, because I need to read something that'll send me to heaven. I found a hammer, which means I have an actual chance of survival instead of having to use a stupid rolling pin, which couldn't kill a rat. I begin closing curtains so no zombies can see inside. Marked on my map that this is now home, and I began to pillage other people's houses. I found one lone ghoul scrawling about. After dispatching of her, I managed to crawl through a broken glass window. Well, I was going to until 2 zombies came around the corner. After disposing of them, I could finally go into the house and begin to search for resources that I could actually use. I found food, more food, and also a cool-ass 80s jacket. I'll definitely be needing that and using that. I then entered my true form and was on my way. On my way home, I met the undead and had to dispose of them. After that encounter, I then went back inside to put all of the curtains that I stole from the other house into this house. But on my way to the last window, I found that I ran out of sheets. This meant that I had to go to another house and find more sheets. But first, I wanted to watch some TV. So I sat down and watched nothing for about 5 hours until carpentry came on and I began to learn some carpentry. I won't use any carpentry in this video, it was absolutely useless. On my way to the next house, I was then harassed by zombies. Several of them, in fact. It was a harsh fight, but of course I would win. I have the God-given hammer. No one except God himself could beat this hammer. While trying to unlock a nearby garage, I failed to unlock it and was forced to smash the window open. This brought unwanted attention, and when I got in the garage, there was absolutely nothing I wanted, so it was absolutely useless. Though the woman I murdered did have a nice leather jacket, so it was kind of worth it. I finally entered the house and began to steal curtains. I found bleach. At least I have a way out of this damn nightmare. These houses sucked. There was absolutely nothing in them except for the curtains, and I found nothing else useful. Actually, I did find a gun case and a fanny pack, also a bottle of disinfectant. That is a tool that'll come in handy later. Did find a CD called Uncle Billy's Kentucky Moonshine. Gotta watch that. After a long day's work of searching for basically junk, I finally decided to turn it in for the day. When I awoke, I decided to wash myself with the blood and filth of the previous battles from yesterday. I stepped outside to search for more houses. Then I was attacked by several zombies. I stood my ground and fought to the end. After that battle, I then began to search their corpses. After that, I then went on to find more houses. While searching for an entrance to the nearby house, I found 2 zombies and disposed of them. The hammer might actually be one of the best starter weapons in the game. After searching the nearby garage, I was trying to get inside the nearby house, but that attracted 2 zombies. I then fell back to the nearby fences, to which I murdered both of them. But then 2 zombies came out of nowhere, which was nice to deal with. Panicked and exhausted, the zombies managed to get an upper hand on me and managed to bite my groin and arm. Almost bit my dick, think about that. Running away from the zombies, I managed to bandage my wounds and even put that disinfectant that I talked about earlier. But running away from the zombies managed to attract even more of them. This was becoming a disaster rapidly quick. I then ran into a nearby building to distract the zombies as I ran away, trying to lick my wounds, so to speak. However, the distraction did not work. The zombies were still hot on my tail, and I had to find a place to hide. Luckily, there was a nearby garage that I could hide in. After waiting for what felt like hours, I decided to finally leave the protection of the garage. I then went around and found even more zombies waiting for me. Luckily for me, it was just one lone zombie. I could handle one lone zombie. On my way back home, I was then attacked by 3 more zombies. This is almost a rerun of the past. Only difference this time was that I was actually able to fight them off. But it was still pretty close. These fights are getting extremely close ever since my injuries. One of the zombies had a life-saving piece of equipment, a crash helmet. That could literally save my life if need be. After grabbing the helmet, 2 zombies popped up, and I had to dispatch of them as well. Can I get a break? Like, Jesus Christ. Rebandaging my wounds and disinfecting them, I then wandered back home and decided to rest for a while. After the rest, I decided to go back in search of medicine, mainly painkillers. Hopefully I'll be able to find some soon. I instead found a empty, burned-down house, so the entire trip was a waste of time. I then went to another house, managed to find some interesting things in there, but nothing like painkillers. Panicked, in pain, extremely sweaty, I decided to call it a day and wobble my way back home. If you want to survive at Project Zomboid, take it from me. Start out small, explore other buildings, and then you'll finally get somewhere. And after that, you can begin to look at the horizon, build a base, do important things. I may do another one of these videos continuing with this godforsaken character in another video, if this video actually does well. I doubt it will, but that's all for another time. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.